let me ask you something. You got married when you was 14 years old. How'd you meet your husband?
Well, when I was about 11 or 12 years old, I can't say for sure. It was the first time I met him. I was about that age. My brother-in-law come and got me to go stay with him because my sister was sick. And they had 2 boarders. My husband and another man was boarding with them. So I went and I cooked, and my brother-in-law would help me every morning with breakfast. If he didn't do nothing but churn, shake the cream, make butter.
How old was you then?
I was about 11 or 12, the best I can remember, because it was before we moved from Vernon to Kinesville. And so then after we moved to Kinesville, and my brother-in-law lived up there, and him and my husband got to sawing logs down at Fountain, and Yannel's mother and father lived down there, and Jim stayed with them when he was sawing logs. So he invited Yannel to go home with him, you know, and spend weekends. He went home with him and spent weekends, and he got to go in to see me, and we got together then. And then he quit, when he quit sawing logs, he went to hospital and got a job. So we got to riding. So when he come home, it wasn't long before we got married.
I'll be doggone. Well, you still...
I didn't never court.
It was about a 3-year, well, maybe not a courtship, but you knew him for 3 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell him, what about when you and your, what was it, you and your sister that went off, when he asked for your hand in marriage? Tell him about when Dad asked for your hand in marriage.
Oh, we was going, so she was going to spend the night with us. So he said he was going to ask Daddy for that evening. So me and her was going to be sure we got out of the way. But we was going to be where we could listen. And he told Dad, he said, well, said, Mr. Reynolds said, me and Willie decided to get married if you have no objections. And he said, well, said she's mighty young. And he said, well, I know it, but I'll take care of it. He said, well, I guess I'll have to give her up if that's what she wants.
And where was you all at now?
Huh?
You and your sister was behind the door?
We was hid. We was in another room, but we was where we could hear what they said.